With the 35th selection in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Michael Mayer, tight end from the University of Notre Dame. The slide finally stops, folks, who was considered a near consensus first round selection going into the 2023 NFL Draft. Michael Mayer unfortunately fell out of the first round, but was selected with the fourth selection in the second round here. And this has been just a remarkable draft process to watch for Michael Mayer. We have known throughout the entirety of this process that Michael Mayer has been overthought by a lot of people. For a player that left the University of Notre Dame, who has a great claim to be tight end university, as the all-time leading receiver at the tight end position, that includes Dave Casper, Mark Bavaro, Tyler Eifert, John Carlson, Anthony Fasano, Irv Smith, Derek Brown, a long list of not only great college football players, but also next level contributors on the NFL level. Despite that, no tight end has ever caught more passes, went for more yards, or hold in more touchdowns than what Michael Mayer did at Notre Dame. And he did that, by the way, in only 3 years. Still only 21 years old as he declared as a true junior to the 2023 NFL Draft. So we have here, in my opinion, just my outlook before we talk into the fit of the Las Vegas Raiders. I believe he is a top 10 player overall in the 2023 NFL Draft, which is why I picked 35 at such tremendous value. We're talking about a young man who is over 6'4", 6'4" and 6'8", 252 pounds when he weighed in at the pro day. They're weighing 249 at the combine, 4.7 flat. Short area numbers, both the short shuttle and the three cone were fantastic. And I think that really shows off on film. I see a big body pass catcher who can win through contact consistently, both after yards after catch receiver, but also in the air. He really excels at the catch point, the ability to play outside of his frame, pluck the football consistently. This is a young man that can take advantage of the size profile that he has and the size advantage that he will have against certain defensive backs and linebackers. Not only that, he's also an impressive route runner. One of the most underrated aspects of Michael Mayer's game is that he's an incredibly loose athlete, the ability to get in and out of his breaks, and he really can make guys look silly as a route runner. I've seen him break off a lot of angle routes and tight end options and really create a lot of instant separation, both in the short and intermediate areas of the field. And we have seen when Notre Dame has had quarterbacks that were capable of making some throws, he's also a viable option as a seam runner. He can push the ball downfield a little bit more than what people give him credit for. And to top it all off, he has really nice tools as a blocker. Not a great blocker to start the 2022 season, but he really improved down the stretch. You see the effort that he put forth to get better in that area, with the strength profile he has, with the effort that he has, with the physicality and lower body strength. He has upside as a plus blocker on the NFL level, on top of being an absolute difference maker. If we're talking NFL comps, Jason Witten is the guy that I see here. Former Pro Bowl tight end, all-pro tight end for the Dallas Cowboys, over 1,200 career receptions, double-digit Pro Bowls, will make the NFL Hall of Fame in a very short amount of time here. So I think that Michael Mayer has the opportunity to be a difference maker on the NFL level, and of course for the Las Vegas Raiders at pick 35. Transitional period right now for Las Vegas Raiders. Couple names some names that have kind of been synonymous with them over the last couple years. Quarterback Derek Carr is no longer with the team, now Carr to the New Orleans Saints. Quarterback is now going to be Jimmy Garoppolo, who we know is not a deep ball thrower, is a short to intermediate thrower, which I think will play into Michael Mayer's bag pretty well. And also, Las Vegas Raiders let go of Darren Waller, their Pro Bowl tight end this offseason, who is now a part of the New York Giants. So there's an opening at tight ends. Signed Hayden Hurst. They have just a bunch of stopgaps at this position. Now you have a player like a Michael Mayer who comes in from day one, can be the starting tight end for your team, and has a little bit of what I would call he plays with a little bit of an edge, like he has a chip on his shoulder. Despite being a former 5-star recruit coming out of the state of Kentucky, plays like he has been overlooked his entire life. So he's going to go to Las Vegas Raiders. I think he's really going to bring an attitude with him, which would be tremendous. Gets to work with Josh McDaniels, who, if you follow Josh McDaniels at his time during his time with New England, whether it was with Rob Gronkowski, Aaron Hernandez, of course, a part of that great duo, he knows how to utilize the tight end position. Jimmy Garoppolo also during his time with the San Francisco 49ers, one of his favorite targets was, of course, George Kittle, who's also a Pro Bowl tight end in today's game. So I think the Notre Dame star, Michael Mayer, landing with the 35th overall pick will end up being one of the better values in the 2023 NFL draft. Las Vegas Raiders have a difference maker at the tight end position and a guy that I think in 2 to 3 years will be a top 5 tight end in the National Football League. So again, Michael Mayer, tight end, University of Notre Dame, selected with the 35th overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft by the Las Vegas Raiders. Make sure to stay tuned for more draft coverage this week. Thank you all for listening to the Irish Breakdown podcast.